Let me start by thanking each and every one of you for all you have done to ensure our church is strong in its mission to serve the needs of Catholics and all people in our 31 counties of our diocese. What we have done and what we will do together will shape the role of our church as we move forward. I believe that our diocese works best when we serve the needs of our parishes. I'm committed to stewardship in its broadest definition, inviting and welcoming each of us to bring our best offerings of time, talent, and treasure to advance the mission and ministries of both our parish and our diocese. Today, I am announcing the 2020 Bishop's Annual Appeal Call to Share with a diocesan goal of at least 1.6 million. The scripture verse guiding us is from the first letter of St. Peter. As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another. With this in mind, I am prayerfully asking each family to do what they can to help all the ministries funded through this appeal. Together, the gifts we receive from people in all areas of our diocese will provide ministry services beyond the reach or purpose of individual parishes. Nearly 90% of the funds we raise are spent in direct benefit to individuals and parishes in every corner of the diocese. The other funding will help our general administrative operations provide much-needed support for our mission. Shortly, you will receive in the mail an invitation letter from me with a package of information. It will contain the details of what Call to Share will do and invite you to participate. Once again this year, I ask you that you take 3 steps in your consideration. First, listen and learn. Become more informed about what is needed, why, and where the funds will be spent. Second, pray and discuss. Make prayer part of your decision process. Consider the role of the church in the life of your family and discuss with your family what support you can offer throughout 2020. And finally, third, decide and act. Following your family discussion, reach a decision about your gift and then complete your pledge card and return your statement of support. For some, this may be a single gift, while others will consider making payments each quarter or month to increase the impact and what can be done. It's what we do collectively that will create the biggest impact in addressing our ministry needs. To more personally discuss the impact of Call to Share, here is Father Jarrett Conradi, pastor of St. Nicholas of Myra Parish in Hayes, to offer his thoughts.
Your gifts to the Bishop's Annual Appeal make a difference in every parish. Often the work isn't quickly seen or connected back to gifts of thousands of faithful each year, but they are real. Here are just some of the ways your gifts make a difference. Over the last 30 years, if you have had a priest serve in your parish who was ordained by our diocese, then you have benefited from the annual appeal. Through our gifts to this appeal, we fund the costs of seminary education for men who will lead our parishes, often for as long as 50 or more years. No individual parish educates a priest for itself. Rather, all of us together makes his education possible. Many of those we educate will serve our parish and diocese in 7 to 10 different assignments over their active ministry. Just as we educate our priests together as a diocese, we also care for them in retirement. Together, our gifts provide retirement income and health care for these priests who have served us over the years. This gives us the opportunity to ensure that our retired priests have the same dignity and care as they did during active ministry. Many members of the clergy continue ministry as long as their health permits by assisting pastors and offering sacramental support to parishes. We owe it to them in gratitude to provide for their retirement and healthcare needs. Many of our diocesan offices directly help and support the works at the parish level. These include offices such as the Marriage Tribunal Office, Rural Life Office, and Hispanic Ministries. Because of the annual appeal, offices such as Religious Education and Youth Ministry can offer resources and support to programs commonly delivered through parish volunteers. In PRE programs, youth services, while also ensuring best administrative practices. Gifts to the Call to Share appeal ensures every person, regardless of parish size, receives the same level and standard of quality of service. Communications and evangelization ministries are examples of important programs that were made possible by generous gifts to the bishop's annual appeal. As a pastor, I have often called the diocesan offices to ask a question, seek clarification or confirmation about various issues or programs, and I more often than not get a quick and helpful response that allows me to move forward with my own parish ministry. Finally, support to the Call to Share appeal makes us stronger together than we ever could be individually. We are one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, and it is through our diocese that we share that voice across each community and our diocese. A small percentage of gifts to the bishop's annual appeal also provides support for the work of the Church beyond our diocesan boundaries through national collections. I hope you will join me in support of the work to be accomplished through the 2020 Bishop's Annual Appeal.
Your support is vitally important to our work. At the end of last year, I shared with you not only what we raised, but what work was accomplished and the impact we made through last year's annual appeal, Call to Share. Last year's appeal exceeded its 1.4 million goal by more than 300,000, and in the process united our clergy and lay faithful in serving the needs of the people of our church and community. For those of you who generously responded in the past, thank you. I hope you will continue your support as we move forward. To those who have not yet responded in the past, I humbly ask you to learn more and prayerfully consider the impact this appeal has on you, your family, and our church, allowing you to respond generously with support for our critical needs. Thank you for your prayers, attention, and support, and please know that each of you are always in my prayer.